Okay, let me get straight to the point. You have a passion for music. Maybe you see it as just a hobby or something you can see yourself doing for a while as a career or even a side gig. So if you're really gonna do this, you're gonna need to make some time to write some music. You're gonna need to make some time to rehearse or practice. You're gonna need to record some of these songs. And if you like them enough, you'll probably put together an actual demo project that you can shop around and hopefully you can perform at various events or venues. But if you haven't done any of these things yet, or maybe just want to take your music to the next level, then where do you start? Well, you start here at the Dope Spot Studios. Now that that's out the way, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Tyrone Stokes and I'm a hip-hop artist who goes by the stage name Lyrically Twisted. I also perform with a live hip-hop band, and when together, we go by the name Dope by Design. Now my band is the reason that this whole project got started. We used to rehearse in here when it was nothing but an old garage unit. It was really hot in the summers and it was really cold in the winters. And the sound would just go right through the wall. It was just really uncomfortable. This studio is located on private property in a residential area in Pomona. And I actually manage this property by leasing out some of the rooms in the house to college students. Being that I work closely with the landlord, I asked him if he wouldn't mind fixing up the garage and turning it into an actual rehearsal studio. Surprisingly enough, he was all for it. And that's when we started phase 1 of the Dope Spot Studios project. In the summer of 2013, my landlord put up all the money, hired some people, and started the renovations on the garage. He added an AC unit, which was probably the best addition to our rehearsal space. He added lights, carpet, paint, insulation in the walls. He even added 2 more rooms to the space, and he just made it a lot better than what it was. After the renovations, me and my band were able to rehearse comfortably, and soon enough we decided not to be too selfish and allow other bands to be able to rent out the space. Doing this allowed us to make a little bit of income to help with paying our landlord back for the renovations he made per our agreement. Fast forward early 2014, we decided to turn one of our small storage rooms into a control room with recording equipment. This allowed us to be able to offer bands and artists a place to record their projects. This was the beginning of phase 2 of the Dope Spot Studios project. We soon started getting a little bit of business and things were going pretty good. We also started a bi-weekly open mic event where musicians and artists could come network and showcase their music. At this point, we were able to continue to pay my landlord a little bit of money each month for the space, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to be able to make a return on our investments, and there was just so much more that we wanted to do to the studio in terms of upgrades in order to provide bands and artists with the highest quality service possible. This is where phase 3 came into place a couple months ago. During the month of April, we were able to persuade my landlord to make some upgrades to the space by building a storage unit outside of the studio to hold all of our equipment, including PA speakers, amps, instruments, etc. By turning our small storage room into a vocal/ISO booth, and also by turning our other storage room that we had, it was a little bit bigger, into a much bigger control room. Now this brings us to the final phase of the Dope Spot Studios project, phase 4. The Dope Spot Studios is almost there. We just have a little bit more work to do, which involves efficient sound treatment of the studio and upgrading studio equipment. This is where your support comes in. Now why would you support this project? Well, our target audience for this campaign is solo musicians, solo artists, singers, bands, anybody who's trying to make music. And we would like for those supporting this project to see it as more of an investment than anything else. You're not just helping us build a high quality home studio, but rather investing in your own dreams as well as the dreams of others. You will be investing in a studio that you could possibly use for many years to come. And it's important to understand what we do here. The Dope Spot Studio Studios is not just another studio looking to make money. Our studio stands by the ideology of artists helping other artists. This way of thinking is very rare nowadays, and we just want to be able to lend a hand because without a doubt, your success will become our success. This studio is ran by artists and musicians of the community who know what it means to work hard for something and chase a dream, and we want to see every local band and artist in the community succeed. This studio is built by the community for the community. The Dope Spot Studios Project. Thank you guys.